Why January 1 is New Year and why the sky disagrees. Every year, as the clock strikes midnight on January 1, the world erupts in celebration. Fireworks light the sky, calendars are flipped, and we say Happy New Year. But have you ever paused to ask a simple question? Why January 1? Is there something special happening in the sky? Does the sun change its course? Does the moon begin a new cycle? Do the planets align? The surprising answer is no. January 1 has no solar, lunar, or planetary significance. Its importance comes not from astronomy, but from history, politics, and empire. Let's unpack this. Calendars were humanity's first science. From the very beginning, humans looked upward to organize life. Before clocks, before writing, before mathematics, there was the sky. Ancient people noticed patterns. The sun's path changed with seasons, the moon waxed and waned, stars returned to the same place every year. These observations gave birth to calendars, tools to predict when to sow crops, when to harvest, when to travel, when to celebrate. Most early calendars were deeply astronomical. Solar calendars are based on Earth's revolution around the sun, about 365.24 days. Their purpose is simple: keep dates aligned with seasons. The Persian calendar, for example, begins the year at the spring equinox, the moment when day and night are equal and life returns to the land. This festival, called Nowruz, is astronomically precise even today. Many Indian calendars also follow solar transitions, such as Makar Sankranti, when the sun enters Capricorn, an actual celestial event. Solar calendars make sense because the sun controls seasons and seasons control life. Lunar calendars follow the moon. They track the moon's phases. Each month begins with a new moon or full moon, and a lunar year lasts about 354 days. The Islamic Hijri calendar is purely lunar. Its months drift through the seasons, which is why Ramadan can occur in summer or winter. Lunar calendars are astronomically accurate, but only to the moon, not the sun. So then we have lunisolar calendars, which balance both. Some cultures chose the best of both worlds. Lunisolar calendars use lunar months, but add a leap month every few years to stay aligned with the sun. The Hindu Panchang, Chinese calendar, Jewish calendar, and Buddhist calendars follow this system. These calendars are complex but beautifully precise, aligning festivals with both moon and season. Then we have sidereal calendars, which track the stars. Some traditions track Earth's position relative to fixed stars, not seasons, and these are called sidereal calendars. Traditional Hindu astrology uses this system, which is why zodiac signs differ from Western astrology. However, due to Earth's slow wobble called precession, sidereal calendars gradually shift away from seasons over centuries. Now, where does January 1 fit into all of this? The uncomfortable truth is, it doesn't. January 1 is not a solstice, it is not an equinox, it is not a lunar phase, it is not a planetary event. It is not tied to the sun, moon, or stars. So why do we celebrate it? Why? The answer lies in ancient Rome. Originally, the Roman calendar began in March, not January. March made perfect sense. It coincided with spring. Farming resumed, military campaigns restarted. The month was named after Mars, the god of war and agriculture. In fact, the calendar had only 10 months. March was month 1, December was month 10. This is why the names still betray the truth. September means 7th month, October means 8th, November means 9th, December means 10th, when in fact they have shifted today by 2 months. So September is no longer the 7th month. It is the 9th month. October is now the 10th month. November is the 11th month. And December, which is now, is the 12th month. So March was the real beginning of the year. Now, how did January take over? January was named after Janus, the Roman god of doors, transitions, and beginnings. In 153 BC, Rome made a purely political decision. Newly elected consuls needed to assume office earlier, military campaigns required earlier planning, so the administrative year was shifted to January 1. No astronomy, no religion, just governance. What's up with Christianity and the calendar? When Christianity spread across Europe, it inherited the Roman calendar. While some regions experimented with different New Year dates, January 1 remained convenient for taxation, administration, and record keeping. Later, the church linked January 1 with the feast of the circumcision of Jesus 8 days after Christmas, giving it religious legitimacy. The Gregorian calendar. Why was the decision frozen? In 1582, Pope Gregory XIII reformed the calendar to fix accumulated errors, but he did not change the New Year date. January 1 was already entrenched. With European colonization, trade, and global governance, the Gregorian calendar spread worldwide. January 1 became universal, not because it was correct, but because it was standardized. What other cultures did instead? Most ancient civilizations chose far more logical New Year points. Like the Persians chose the spring equinox, Jews chose Nisan, which was again in spring, Hindus chose Chaitra or solar transitions, Chinese chose the Lunar New Year, Babylonians chose the spring equinox because spring symbolized balance, renewal, and life returning. Nature itself said, begin. Even today, traces remain. Despite January 1's dominance, older logic survives. Financial years often begin in March or April. Academic years follow spring cycles. Indian calendars still treat Chaitra as the first month. These are fossils of a time when the sky ruled the calendar. January 1 is not wrong, but it is arbitrary. It reflects the needs of empires, not the rhythms of nature. Ancient calendars were written by watching the sun, moon, and stars. Modern calendars are written by administration and agreement. So when you celebrate New Year on January 1, remember, you are celebrating a Roman office schedule, not a cosmic reset. And perhaps once in a while, look up at the sky because that's where timekeeping truly began.